Okay, so we're going to do a review. This was sent to me, I believe it's out of Germany, honestly. It's a 10-inch record I was sent by this dude Thomas, his band, Tower Crane Towers. I'm not sure if it has a meaning behind it, but yeah, he sent me this beautiful 10-inch record to review. Here's the actual record as you saw at the beginning of the video. Super, super pretty, man. Like really, really nice looking piece of vinyl here. I mean, hell, dude, that's like 3-color splatter on 2 different color. I don't know how much that cost, but it wasn't cheap. I'm impressed with this. Now, I'm not 100% sure. I did a lot of painting in my time, and this looks like it's hand painted on, and that this was hand silk screened on over it. And this is just an EP, 5 songs, 10-inch record, 33 RPM. I guess it's. I don't know a lot about this, so I'm just reviewing it as I got it. It also came with this. Honestly, I couldn't figure out what it was at first, and then a dude told me, he's like, no, it stands up on your desk. It just kind of is a little art piece, but it also shows you that it's a numbered record. So there's 250. This is number 70. I love this. I think this is one of the coolest things that I've ever seen with a record. I mean, it's just simple. It's a little wood cutout, but boy, did it add some, I don't know, special to the record, I guess is what I'll call it. Yeah, so let's take a look at the actual, jacket and everything. So it comes in a like matte jacket with what looks to be hand painted, like a swath with a silkscreen over that. I think this was printed on the jacket itself, but I mean, you can see it's raised. I don't want to touch it too much because I don't want to get oils all over it, but very simple, very sleek. I don't know if there's a meaning behind their name, but I just like the packaging. I like the font that they use. I like the matte jacket. Inside, you get a one sheet, all the lyrics on one side, some information and photographs on the other side. Really just pretty simple, black and white. I like their layout. Comes with a black bag. I wish it was polylined. Whatever, not a big deal. Dude, this is a really very attractive release. It did come in a bag, so let me put that back in there. 10-inch bags are a pain, so if you get one of these, make sure you keep your bag in good shape because they're hard to get a hold of. At least they are for me right now. But yeah, so it comes in this, okay? Very well presented. I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to flip the camera around and just hold it with my selfie stick while I read some notes that I wrote about this. I don't know, I'm trying some new things. It's not out of anything. It's just as much work to edit that as it is to sit there on my computer. Actually, it's probably more work, but I don't know. I just didn't want people to think I was being lazy. I think it's just something kind of cool to try. Yeah, and we'll talk about this release as far as the music. Visually, it's super nice. Now, give me a moment. I'll flip the camera around and we'll talk about the music. All right, so we're trying something a little new here. I'll look at my phone, read my notes, but okay. So, Tower Crane Towers. It's 5 songs. It's like 15 minutes. I don't think it's even quite that long. It's like 12 minutes. I put 5 tracks of melodic street punk. Think Swingin' Utters and Far From Finished, kind of with a helping of Chicago-style pop punk a la Lawrence Arms, okay? There's high-quality songwriting, both musically and lyrically. I can hear a bit of Gaslight Anthem in the lyric writing. Wasn't surprising to me that this stuff was reminiscent of Gaslight Anthem based on some of the things that this dude's had and said to me in an email. Let's see. Like I said, I can hear a bit of Gaslight Anthem in the lyric writing. The vocals are very much mid-range singing with a dash of yelling here and there. Really does remind me of Far From Finished in that department. Also, the Bouncing Souls. I hear a fair amount of Anchors Away and Gold Record era Bouncing Souls in this, especially in the song Worlds Apart. I hear it in that one quite a bit. They produced this EP enough to sound really good and get the listener an even dose of all those instruments very clearly, but it's not too polished that they lose the charm of a DIY punk rock release. If you've ever heard Dylan Disaster and The Revelry, this reminds me of their stuff quite a bit in like not only the songwriting but the production. I appreciate that they remained a punk rock and roll band throughout this entire release. They didn't try and do like emo pop rock or like indie rock in order to sell records. This feels like it's very honest, and I like it. I like it a lot, actually. All 5 tracks were added not only to my personal Spotify playlist, but also the Punk Rock Reviews Spotify playlist. Both of those are linked in the description. But yeah, so I mean, there's not a whole lot else to talk about. I think that there's a lot of storytelling in here. I like the vocal style that they use. It's not really a gravelly style. It really mimics Dylan Disaster and Greg from Bouncing Souls a lot. A little bit of Lawrence Arms in the vocals as well. The music is more of like a mixture of Far From Finished and Gaslight Anthem's earlier work. Think Sink or Swim. Maybe even a little bit of 59 Sounds Faster stuff. But yeah, this album is really, really good actually. Like really good. I want to know more about their band name. Was it is it Anchor? No, sorry. Tower Crane Towers. I don't know much about what that means, but I'm intrigued by it. I like their artwork. I like the layout. They clearly care about presentation. The sound quality is really good. I have if the dudes in the band, if y'all see this, if I can buy one more copy of this, if I could buy 2 more at wholesale, I'll put one in my store. I want to give one to somebody. This is something that I really enjoy. I think this is worth listening to. I think that as I get older, this style of like punk rock and roll stuff, I like more and more and more, man. It's like either oi music or this more like heartfelt Americana style rock and roll punk. But it's got that sound, that orgcore sound almost. I can hear that they probably like hot water music, Leatherface. They probably listen to Strike Anywhere, maybe even they sound like a little softer version of Static Friction is what I was thinking a lot. Now, like if you took Static Friction and took a little bit of the melody out and added a little Americana, slowed it down just a beat, you'd get a sound like this, I think. And that's not a bad thing. I'm saying that in a complimentary way. I think that anybody that gets compared to Static Friction should be proud of that because I love that band. They're awesome. So they're on my mind a lot right now, if you know why. Yeah, man. I don't know what else to say about this record. It's awesome. I thought it was fantastic. I will say I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10, maybe a little higher if I give it a few more listens. I've only listened to it twice. And I'll tell you why it didn't get higher. There's only 2 reasons, and this might intrigue you to go listen to it a little bit more. The only 2 reasons that it didn't get a higher score, A, I wanted more music. That's rare. I usually want less music. So I think that's a good thing to have me want more music. And I wanted a little more guitar work. So I'm going to give it the whole point down solely because it's an EP and not an LP, and I want more songs off this. I want more from these guys. I think they could pull out a really good full-length album. And then the half point is for the guitar work. I'd like there to be a little more guitar leads, solos, stuff like that. But honestly, it might be closer to like a 9. You know what? I'm gonna graduate it to a 9 already. Like I like this a lot. Anybody that likes that Chicago style pop punk, Lawrence Arms. If you like Bouncing Souls, you like Gaslight Anthem, Far From Finished. If you like Dylan Disaster, if you like Generation Exit, Born to Lose. It's not quite as gravelly as that, but dude, this shit was good, man. I'm really, really pleased to have it. I appreciate you sending it to me for a review. It's rare that I get an album to review that I like this much that wasn't that I didn't know about ahead of time. You know what I'm saying? Like this was just sent to me. Hey, can you review it? I try to get to it as fast as I can. It took me a couple of weeks. I'm sorry it took as long as it did. Traveling and everything, but well worth the wait. I think this album is fantastic. If you get a chance to go pick up a copy, do so. I will try to link in the description where you can buy it, but I'll definitely link where you can listen to it. So go check these guys out, support them. Yeah, dude, I don't even know what to say about this, man. It's a nice little release, dude. Like the little plane thing they gave with you is pretty rad too. So Tower Crane Towers, check them out, man. Good stuff, dude. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, check out these local bands, check out these independent artists. Man, I'm telling you, it's worth your time. If you have a band, a business, or an event you need merch for, check out Dead and Buried Inc. out of LA. They're the homies. They're family, part of the punk rock community, and it's a DIY small business. If you want a punk rock review t-shirt, my web store is linked in the description as well. Patreon's down there. Any way you want to support us, there's a way to do it. If you just want to watch the videos and you want to give us a thumbs up, it is just as appreciated. Thank you so much for your time. I love you guys. Hope you're having an awesome day. I'll see you in the next live stream. All right. Peace.